We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
Burrow's pass.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Walker with a grab, left side. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the play. And throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Lining up for.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback. quarterback like that doesn't put them in bad situations.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
Out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Well, you don't often see a lot of 1st down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
25-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
Yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
The kick is,
and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
24.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the play?
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Griffith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've come up. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please? Thank you.
Set to kick off.
All right, let's go. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. One nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
And
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Oh, look at the juke. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And Parker, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Back now in Cincinnati.
That's the end of the...
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down right around the 25. And we're going to have a break in the action. As you can see, Mark Andrews is yet to get up. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Dobbins. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run with Dobbins.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Push it back. Push it back. 48.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 30, 20, 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Ravens,